Offroad Odyssey is presented by Rockford Fosgate.
What's up? I'm Alexa Score, and welcome to Offroad Odyssey. Mountains offer some of the raddest off-road rides, from easy cruising to technical terrain, all with unbeatable views. I hope you're not afraid of heights, because we're going to the tallest mountain in the lower 48, Pikes Peak. Today, we're Rocky Mountain High in the Pikes Peak region of Colorado. Right now, we're standing at over 9,000 feet, but as you can see, we've got a long way to go. So let's get out there. Terrain, wildlife, and one really tall mountain.
It's substantially colder up here.
The onX map shows the Pikes Peak region just northwest of Colorado Springs and smack dab in the middle of the Centennial State. The area is best known for Pikes Peak, but there's a lot more to see. Today's ride, Pikes Peak Polaris set us up with a local who knows where to go.
Yeah, I do. I've been on all of it. What do I like most about living in Colorado? I wouldn't live any other place. Here you have the weather, everything that you could possibly want.
Colorado enthusiast Pete Tisdall brought some friends. And they don't waste any time getting on the trail.
Well, we're up here in Rainbow Falls area. And we came up Fern Gulch. Went to several places that you could have great views of Pikes Peak. It's got plenty of rock features on it. Plus you've got some climbs. And as you saw just right over here, it's fun.
I don't know about everyone else, but I'm hungry. The machine's dirty, I'm dirty, but my lunch is not.
Snack time's the best time. Everything tastes better when you're on the trails.
While we're here, let's check in with our most experienced rider.
Well, if years count, that's right.
Remind me how old?
83 years old. And I plan on going for a long time yet. As long as I'm healthy, I want to keep going.
Bill's ready to ride, so let's get back out there. This next stop will get your blood pumping.
The thrill. There's no doubt that your pumps in these machines. If the adrenaline isn't pumping, then you're not riding. Sorry.
Yep, fun for all ages. Nice work, everyone.
On the ride today, lots of dust and smiling faces, which is always good. If you pull your helmet off and you have a dirt mustache and beard, it's always a good sign. The scenery's awesome. You've got the mountain in the backdrop. Some technical rock crawling, all the machines did awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Motorcycle gear. No matter what you ride, motorcyclegear.com has the gear you need. Aluma Trailers, ready to ride when you are. Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, your one-stop shop for all things DeWalt. And by Onyx Off-Road, your #1 off-road mapping and navigation app.
Welcome back to Offroad Odyssey. From the top of Pikes Peak to Creekside Fun, we've packed in a ton on this trip. Helmets, check. Goggles, check. Gloves, check. Into Pikes Peak National Forest we go.
So it's traditionally been a hunting area, and then for logging, a lot of the trails and roads we have out here were from some of those purposes of logging and access to mining claims and private property and ranches and stuff. So we have an excellent extensive trail system because it's all connected together because of those other needs to access the forest. It's a high elevation plateau area in general. It doesn't feel that way when you're cruising around because you're going up and down a lot.
Before coming here, I had never driven a side-by-side or anything like that, so I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. But then once I got here, got all the information, got in the vehicle, started driving, it was just like driving a car, but in a fun place.
Colorado has some of the best mountain rides in the U.S. We're near Pikes Peak, where local Pete Tisdall has one last adventure for us. Feeling pretty clean right now, but I don't think that's gonna last long.
We went up north of Divide, and it's called Rural Creek. It's pretty easy going riding, but there's such great views and water.
With both technical features and easygoing riding, Rural Creek is the perfect place to end the trip. How's my hair?
A good place to come and have lunch.
Yeah, lunch with a view.
What do you think, Alex?
I like it.
Do you? All right, good.
Is it as cool as some of the places you've been? Does it get a passing grade? All right, then we're good. Mission accomplished.
You can worry about everything in your whole life. You get out here on one of these machines, all you do is enjoy the time being out. That's all you do, nothing else, just enjoy it.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Shock Therapy, your premier suspension tuning company. Cargo Max, the only utility trailer in the sports car category. Amsoil, engineered for what you drive. And by FlowFast, the ultimate portable fluid transfer system.
Today, we're in the mountains. We've been to the tallest mountain in the lower 48 states. Now let's head to the tallest in the country, north to Alaska. Welcome back to Offroad Odyssey. Our Onyx GPS points us in the direction of Healy, Alaska. Healy is located 4 hours north of Anchorage and 2 hours south of Fairbanks. Anchorage serves as the entry point for most visiting Alaska. From here, you can head south to fish the Kenai for salmon, or go north to Denali National Park in search of wildlife. If the weather's clear, the drive to Denali looks like this.
Most of the visitors that come to our state come through Denali National Park at some point on their trip.
The entrance to Denali National Park is just a half hour from Healy, where we've set up camp.
Healy's the closest year-round town to Denali National Park. It's here because of the coal mine and the power plant.
We dropped our bags at the Denali Lakeview Inn, the perfect spot for morning cups of coffee and a great view of Otto Lake.
The Denali Lakeview Inn is right next to our rental location. And they have several rooms that just sit out and look over the lake.
With Denali Toy Rentals right next door to the inn, everything just clicks.
It's just out in the wilderness. That's the best part about our location. 5 minutes out in the trails, you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't see anybody, and all you're doing is riding out in the wilderness of Alaska.
Kyle's right, and today we're headed where only the locals go.
Antenna Hill is a really amazing section of trail. It's not super accessible, which is why, it's not super often that people go up there. It's certainly a hot spot for a lot of the locals around here.
It's a special day because Chrissy and Ben are taking this ride for the first time.
Where are you guys out of?
We're technically from Ohio, but we live down in Sarasota, Florida now. It's our first time in Alaska. On the way to Antenna Hill was the most scenic trail I have ever been on.
As soon as we pop up to the top of the mountain, you can just see for 100 miles in every direction, and it was like that transition was awesome.
Antenna Hill provides some of the best views in the area.
I think one of the things that makes it so special, honestly, is the incredibly sprawling view that you get of the entire Alaska range. Not only do you get to see a lot of the Healy Range, but you also get to see the portion that continues on a little bit further to the east.
These two have no regrets about making the trip to the 49th state.
It is a breathtaking state to see.
And we couldn't agree more.
And it's something you have to see in person at least once in your lifetime.
I don't think you'll ever see another view like this.
This has been a blast already.
We've got one last mountain ride on today's episode. It might not be the tallest range, but the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas are sneaky beautiful. Check this out. We're in Northwest Arkansas, and they call it the natural state. We're about to go find out why. It's been more than a decade since our last visit to Arkansas. And that's our loss, because this place is amazing.
This area is kind of just a crossroads for everything outdoors. Very popular riding area here in Arkansas. Lots of great features and sights out there to see.
The #1 attraction in this part of Arkansas? The waterfalls.
A little overhang, so you kind of walk behind the waterfall and get a different perspective of it than you can from just the front, you know.
That last waterfall we were just at was really cool.
Everybody wants to see the waterfalls, but there's so many waterfalls. I mean, there's probably 100 of them out there.
Oh, I will never get my fill. But yes, it was wonderful.
Where's your favorite hangout? Probably down here. The 20-foot falls and the 60-foot falls are probably one of our favorite places to hang out. And it's right in Mulberry Mountain's backyard. Just a short little hiking trail that takes you down to it here as well. So you have both options of hiking or ATVing down to this area. So it's just one of our favorite spots. It's a lot of fun.
Super cool, but the Mountain Creek Trail has more to offer than just waterfalls.
You know, that Mountain Creek area has always just been a very special area to us.
I really just liked today getting like deep in the forest floor. I mean, it was just so beautiful. The weather was perfect, and it was the perfect color outside, and everything is just fresh and green right now. It was just really beautiful to take a drive.
We've been up here quite a few times and have never been on that trail or seen any of that beauty that we just saw.
It's just a great place to enjoy with all your friends.
It sure is, and we're not done just yet. Today, we're headed to one of the highest points in the area, Hanging Rock.
The first time that we actually got to get on the Polaris was Dewey invited us to come up, and we took a different trail than we did today. You can go explore some really rugged terrain that normally you're going to have to hike in a long way.
A lot of these folks have never ridden, never done anything, and they come back and they're like, how in the world? We would never guess that that machine would go up that, come back down.
What a view.
We're here at Hanging Rock. This is kind of a giant sandstone rock that kind of hangs over the edge of the bluff here, and you get just one of the most spectacular views of the Ozark Mountains. All kinds of carvings in the sandstone wall there. It's just a really neat place that people love stopping to just check out the view. You can kind of see Mulberry Mountain in the distance from over there as well.
Yeah, I like that you can just see the overlook of Mulberry Mountain is just like that one area of land that's just open.
I mean, that's one of the greatest things is just getting him out and experiencing new things, new adventures.
Whether you're floating down the river, chasing waterfalls, or trail riding, Mulberry Mountain Lodge has everything you need for your next off-road adventure.
The really cool thing about coming down here is everyone's really nice, really helpful. You're going to see smiling faces. You always have to wave if you get this far out in the country, if you're passing someone. Even if you don't know them, you've got to give them the wave.
Thanks for the hospitality, Arkansas. We won't wait so long this time to come back. Thanks for riding with us. Until next time, get out there and get off-road.